Tom Lee and directed by Roderick Vickers. Oh Papa is fascinating, humorous, entertaining, educational, and true. He plays 20 characters, including popes and their associates, friends and not so friendly. On through history to Erasmus, Voltaire, Oscar Wilde, reflections on Pope Joan, and predictions of Nostradamus and Saint Malachi, proclaiming the end of our world and of the popes. Oh Papa opened in the Vatican-owned Teatro Goldoni. It's been in Mallorca, Spain, on stage at colleges and high schools, on the altars of churches and cathedrals worldwide, including London's Westminster Cathedral, Corpus Christi in Covent Garden, London, also at the New End Theatre.
Now I have something to tell you elders. Be the shepherds of the flock of God that is entrusted to you. Watch over it, not simply as a duty, but gladly, because God wants it. Not for sordid money, but because you are eager to do it. Never be a dictator over any group that is put in your charge, but be an example that the whole flock can follow. When the chief shepherd appears, you will receive the crown of unfading glory. Take a letter to the Pope, Brother Jonas. Oh, I wonder who is Pope just now. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's the office that counts. Are you ready? Right. I wish, Holy Father... Oh, now you'd better make that a big H and a big F with all those little curly bits around the edge. Decorate it up a bit. Holy Father, Luther is entirely unknown to me, hence I cannot be suspected of favouring him out of friendship. But I know no one who does not commend his life. He is free of avarice and ambition, yet no one admonishes him, no one instructs, no one corrects. They simply cry, heresy. It is like putting the nose bag on the wrong end of the horse. Ah, good boy, to roam their flock from every region of earth, aspirants to the ecclesiastical state, in boyhood and well-nigh in childhood, speaking as many languages as are attributed to the apostles on the day of Pentecost, and yet hardly one fails to come into personal contact with him whom from infancy he has looked up to as the most exalted person on the earth. When he is about to pass from the period of probation and peaceful preparation to the labour of the field, he never fails to obtain a parting audience at which he receives some token direct from the hand he kisses, a medal or rosary or cross, which is treasured through life and which renews almost daily into freshness the associations of youth.
Jeez, that's terrific. The bloody national anthem. Aye. I'm Uncle Lee. Yeah, I'm all the way from Australia where men are men and sheep are nervous. Yeah. I'm from Sydney. That's where we got the lovely big opera house that looks just like a bunch of nuns in a rugby scrum. That's the place. Yeah, of course you wouldn't know, but I'm very famous where I come from. I'm president of the bloody old Lions Club and various other cultural associations of a like nature. Yeah, I'm noted for my sartorial elegance. As you can see, I'm the master of mix and match. Yeah, you like my little socks? I pinched them from a bishop. Yeah. Hello, kiddies. I've just had this wonderful goose all the way from Norway. Today, I have for you the story of the princess, the giant, and the three brats. I got a viper in this box, you know. It's not an asp. I wouldn't have an asp. Mind you, some people don't know the difference between a viper and an asp. More fool them, I say. Cleopatra had an asp. I've got a viper, a lovely viper, yeah. I wouldn't have an asp. Not that the viper's any cheaper to run. If anything, my viper is much more voracious than your average asp. He eats like a horse. I like a horse. Yeah, I quite like a horse, but I couldn't fit a horse in a little box like this. It's not a horse box. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all here this evening. This special celebratory service for the ARSE. Now, that's the Association of Residents speaking Sassenach. And I understand that this evening we're also celebrating a birthday. Ah, yes, that's right. Well, I hope your friends and relations were good to you, and that your house is now fairly brimming with video recorders and 12-year-old malt whiskies and Swiss watches. For my birthday, I got a sock. Yes, it might have been two, but Aspasia, my wife, got fed up, you see. She says it's, well, she hates knitting, you see. She says it's not a fit occupation for the Octomocty ladies caber tossing champion. Still, it's the thought that counts, and a sock is very handy for keeping one of your feet in, and as Aspasia said, she's now got a pretty good idea what to give me for Christmas. I saw a little advertisement the other day for the Secret of Life. Secret of Life, £2.50. Write to Secret of Life Institute, Willesden. I thought that was very cheap. Secret of Life, £2.50. So I wrote off for it. And I got a reply that said, if you think you can get the Secret of Life for £2.50, you don't deserve to have it. Send £5 for the Secret of Life. So I sent £5, and I didn't get a reply. So I went around there to that institute, to that address. There was a little man there. He said he was very sorry, but the Secret of Life people had gone out of business. But would I be interested in dynamic strength through my glands? Gandhi's amazing secret in tablet form at last. So I said, would they be any good for spots? He said, well, Gandhi had no problems like that at all. So I bought some for Arthur Muldoon and took them round to him. I don't know whether they worked or not. Haven't seen him for a bit. Pity about those Secret of Life people going out of business, isn't it? I could have done with that. Secret of Life. Never mind. I'll keep looking.